Hello everyone and welcome back to the Spearhead cast. With me, Matt. We have a 2v2 on you for you all on Trapon. Let's go through the players, shall we? We have Valhalla as Tank Destroyer Company for the United States of America. We have Urban as Royal Commander Regiment. Ooh, I love to see Royal Commanders. We have Senesis as Propaganda Tactics for the Waffen-SS. And Crazy Man NL as Luftwaffe Division for the Wehrmacht. This should be a fascinating one. So I need to remind you all that there's going to be a Spearhead tournament happening on the Spearhead Discord on the 5th of August, I believe. I know I may be advertising this a bit too much, but I'm gonna be doing it until it kind of gets started, you know? Just so people are aware. And it's not too long anyway. It's not too long until the 5th of August. Anyway, you can get access to it or ask questions about it on the Spearhead Discord, which you can get access to through the Spearhead Workshop page on the Workshop, which, well, you have access to through the description of this video. Anyway, let's look at the battle here. We have the Bloody Buckets, a unique infantry squad for US Tank Destroyer Company, which I think is a cheaper infantry, basically. Cheaper static infantry that's anti-tank. Yeah, 180. So these guys are actually really, really cheap, but they're also generally very weak. But with M1 Garands, they'll do a good job at medium ranges. Well, it looks like the Brits are already fighting back the Wehrmacht in the town. That's not good for them. The Mthis has had troubles pushing up here. Now, being propaganda means that he could get Volksturm, and he has. Volksturm is a good militia squad that's cheap for the Waffen-SS that you can only get if you're propaganda. It kind of helps you get a field presence early, but I think against Tank Destroyer, its effectiveness might be a little bit wasted somewhat, because the Americans are going to get a lot of cheap infantry themselves. The 28th is going to do a lot of work to give the field presence for the Americans. But these Storm Grenadiers are in this building here. Very good building at that. But we have grenades. We have not Blink Corpus. Tangible grenades coming in. And then Pineapples going in behind them. So I think the Storm Grenadiers might be in trouble. Oh yeah, that's that Storm Grenadier.
We've lost a squad of infantry.
And that's a really effective use of infantry right there. Also looks like the Germans are having a little bit of trouble.
Ready and waiting.
The British are definitely dominating here early on with their rifle sections. Although that rifle section might be in trouble. Looks like the Grenadiers in the church are actually doing a good job with their fire position. Grenadiers are generally very good at being long-range defensive infantry. Well, Volks Grenadiers is kind of what you want to use for assaulting early. That's kind of what they can be equipped for. Looks like the Volks Grenadiers might flank. It looks like the American Jeep might be aiming to help flank. Not sure yet. Brandflasher going in on these troops though. Oh, right in the rifle section. And that's definitely going to give the Germans a little bit of an edge here in the town. Vickers moving up, but that's going to stay in the open, I think. Probably not a good idea.
New universal carrier ready for use.
They're just going to get good shots at the Volksgrenadiers, but the heavy cover is saving them a lot.
Ready to set up a new forward.
Kubelwagen's in trouble here. The Jeep could get up with its vertical here. And indeed, that's already working. Kubelwagen down. Looks like the Volksturm is just being ordered here to get ready to hold. Even an MG08 is coming in here. Basically the German machine gun of the First World War. Red carrier presence, and the Volksgrenadiers lack any anti-tank equipment unless armed with Panzerfausts. Whereas the Grenadiers do have anti-tank rifle grenades, but they might actually be enough against a brain carrier. The brain carrier is not that armored, right? It definitely looks like the Americans are being very aggressive here. Throwing another pineapple inside the building. No, not a pineapple, a frangible grenade. That frangible grenade is actually really useful. It's buying them a lot of time, and then the other 28th can move into flank. Those Storm Pioneers have to get out of there. Brain carrier has been upgraded to a wasp, so now has a flamethrower on it. It has to be a little bit careful. Fallschirmjägers on the fields. Very elite squad for the Wehrmacht Luftwaffe division. These guys are excellent troops. I also like that he's laying mines constantly. That's actually a German anti-tank tactic. German anti-tank tactic actually very much involved around laying mines, which is why most German basic infantry is able to lay them. Perhaps the brain carrier is a simple vehicle so they can repair it. But the Fallschirmjägers do have a Panzerfaust, they just need to not get hit by a flamethrower burst. Oh, he needs to be careful. He's gonna move straight into the flamethrower! But the Panzerfaust is gonna go off. That's actually not that bad. Yeah, looks like the SS is not done too well. The Volkssturm generally do not work that well if not utilized correctly, I think. And the American is just digging in the front here, which is actually what Tank Destroyer is very good at. Tank Destroyer is actually really good at digging in. It's a very defensive American commander in my understanding. I do like that the Luftwaffe is laying mines. It's very good to see because that's kind of what you want the Germans to do. We also have British commando troops coming in now. And commanders are really good infantry. They can sneak and everything, but they need to be utilized correctly as well. Also, I just take the commander model, by the way. Also, the commanders don't show up on enemy minimaps, by the way. So you can be very sneaky with them on bigger maps. Of course, this is not that big of a map, in all honesty. Well, another Brandflasher did a good job there. At least somewhat. But the American Jeep is moving in to help the British, though. Because the SS have been kind of locked in their base somewhat. Which means he can help support his ally here in the town. It's not going well because... and the Germans have lost practically everything already. There are mines here. With the commandos step on. It's good to see all the mines being used. But the SS is losing everything. I think these grenadiers might be in trouble. There's going to be an impact grenade coming in their way.
All units in friendly terrain, and now we have a
The Germans need to get out of there. They cannot hold that position. Just as it gets an MG. It might be a little too late. Yeah. Jeep and rear echelons moving upwards. Yeah, I don't think the Germans can last for much longer at this point. Because now the Americans are just moving to support their ally in the town. Good rifle grenade though. Both German players have lost a lot of troops. Fallschirmjäger Lieutenant has arrived though. An officer of the Wehrmacht, or of the Luftwaffe rather. And I like that the 20F are being used in a very stealthy role, which is kind of one of their unique things. They can be given concealment training, which allows them to weld stealth. They also have satchel charges, so I think it's going to blow up this forward HQ, which has been turned into this church has been turned into a forward HQ. And indeed he is. There we go, that's that practically gone. I don't think the Luftwaffe and the Volkssturm are going to be able to hold this position for too long. As the combined British-American force here is going to force their way through this little German town. Oh, that's another grenade. Oh, that was a mortar actually, I think. Artillery going in, they need to get out of there. They're standing still, that's not good. Might be a fake barrage actually. Yeah, it was a fake one. Our Luftwaffe beacon has been established up there, but I'm not sure how much it's gonna work. We are seeing a flag half-track coming in though. Well, commandos are sitting up in the graveyard area. But I think that's an actual legit barrage. Yeah, looks like it. But Mthis has lost so much because they lost the entire other flank here. He needs to be very careful where he moves. And he keeps trying to be in ambush positions here. It seems to be working for the most part. But this is be careful. You don't want to move in through toxic smoke. Half plow coming up. But the flag half track will hopefully help the Germans a bit. But there is a tank destroyer team ready, or tank hunter section rather. But a flag gun can be useful. Problem is, AT rifles, as I just stated, will be a threat to it. I guess it kind of depends on where he sets up. It does have good range. Yeah, so he's sitting up back there. That's nice. Immediately the flag is going to start showing itself. It just needs to hit. Yeah, it already destroyed the MG. He's attack grounding with it. I see. Well, the British are working to dig in. More is doing a direct, doing a smoke barrage actually. Going to buy himself some time.
Good to go here. Crank it up.
The Aufplow is not doing too well because he's not sneaking. So he's gonna get spotted and killed, I think. Oh, artillery is being called in though by the Luftwaffe lieutenant. Pulling in some 3.7 high explosive. Did not destroy the vehicle's position though. They might get in range here of the flag. Needs to be very careful where he moves. Because they can be suppressed. And the tank destroyer is present nearby. The tank hunters are moving up. And all it'll take is one shot from that AT rifle. No, actually one shot was not enough. Also they're being armed with Piets? Okay. I'd rather keep them with the AT rifle personally. The Piet is so well different to use. A2 Sherman arriving for the Americans. Mthis is needing some AT weapons. Both Germans are. Orders being very aggressive in trying to target this half-track down. That's quite an overshot by the Piet. Tuka strafe with machine gun coming in. Panzer IV F1 present for the Luftwaffe. SS is getting a flamethrower half-track, but I think it's a little bit too late because the first Sherman is only on the fields. Actually, there's two Shermans. Oh, good shot already on the F1 there. The American mortars are definitely providing a problem. Looks like the SS mortar is being used for counter barrage. I don't think the Germans will be able to stop the F1, the A2s though. It is good to see though that the Luftwaffe player is trying to adapt here. But the SS player is just not doing too well. The Piet, I'd say, is a pretty bad long-range anti-AT weapon. As you can probably see, I would probably have just stayed with the AT rifle in this circumstance. It's like more artillery coming in. And not looking good here. Germans cannot hold this town for much longer, I think. They'll have to pull back further into Germany. It's like a desperate little stopping motion to try and keep the Allies from pushing further into Germany, I suppose. Fighting with very minimal forces. A2s are gonna be pushing up though, and I think that half-track might be in trouble. Yep, and there it goes.
The enemy is inflicting losses upon us.
Pack has arrived though, for the Wehrmacht, not for the SS. SS has a Puma though.
Stand ready. Orders complete.
The SS is not utilizing their weaponry, but then again, it's very hard to push up when the allies are so entrenched, isn't it? And a rush going in. I think this mortar might be dead. F1 is in trouble. The Sherman will beat an F1, I think. No, the F1 actually beat it. Impressive. Branchable Grey going in. And the pineapple on the the Pioneers. Right, the SS is preparing a desperate attempt here. Roll the 28th infantry in ambush position. They're going to mow down the Volksturm.
Forward elements report an infantry unit lost.
Yeah, the SS is not doing too well, but the Flamethrower half-track. Oh, we have the 3 French coming in. But the Kuba is not going to do well, but we have 3 French troops in a truck driving by. Although the Germans have already ordered them to shoot at it. You have to actually also shoot at them yourself. At least while in the truck. I did not expect to see the 3 French though, however briefly it is. But these people I don't think will last long. The French resistance here is not combat troops, they are partisans. Yeah, however, 6 man. A2 coming around the corner here. Second A2 coming. This Puma is done for. Oh, it might actually get out. No, it's gone. Commanders are trying to lay mines themselves. A strafe coming in. Being shut down. I don't think the Germans are going to be able to do much more. It's been a brutal little skirmish, but that's all it's been. Now the Free French, the French resistance of the commandos are pushing up here. There's some local Frenchmen here. I mean, this might be in Alsace-Lorraine, who the hell knows? And the Germans at this point just surrender. I understand why, they got kinda mauled, but I hope you at least enjoyed this short little engagement. We got to see some stuff we don't usually see. And I'll see you all next one, everyone. Bye bye!